Hello all, welcome back again. This is your faculty Sudarshan for your account paper also, for your mathematics paper also. So in this video, what we are going to see, it is an introduction about the paper number 3 in a CA Foundation. Again, we are into the introduction video of CA Foundation. In this CA Foundation, you are having 4 papers, out of which the third paper, we will call this as Quantitative Aptitude. What is this paper name? We will name this as Quantitative Aptitude. Okay. This quantitative aptitude will be considered for 100 marks. Everything will be MCQ based, having a negative marking also. Okay. First, I will cover the syllabus and then I will go through the strategy part and all. This quantitative aptitude has been bifurcated into 3. 1. It is part A. Then it is part B. Then it is part C. Part A, we will be called this as business mathematics. Part B, we will call this as logical reasoning. Part C, this we will call this as statistics. Okay, this and all we are going to learn. For you said it is for 100 marks, sir. How the bifurcation will be? Just wait, I will give it to you. It is 40 marks. It is 20 marks. It is 40 marks. It means they will ask 40 questions from this. They will ask, institute will ask 20 questions, and statistics, they will ask 40 questions. Okay, so part A, part B, and part C, this is what we are doing. First, my favorite part, statistics. First, we will cover that statistics part and then come back to our mathematics. I am just directly stepping my shoes to part C. This part C, I already told it is under statistics. Having how many marks? 40 marks. Okay. This statistics is comprehensive of total 6 chapters. Is comprehensive of 6 chapters. Okay, we'll go to this area and we will write as 6 chapters. Yeah. Now, what is a chapter? Here, I will go by the book order chapter number. For me, it is chapter number 1. For as per the institute material, it is chapter number 13. What is a chapter number 13? This chapter number 13 directly bifurcated into 2 units. Unit 1 and Unit 2. Unit 1, we will be name it as statistical representation of data. Very simple thing. What you have learned about the pie diagram, bar diagram, histogram, what is the statistics, how it is derived. Everything you will learn it in statistical representation of data. In unit number 2, you are having a new inclusive, only one thing has been included in new syllabus, that is sampling. Unit number 2 is sampling. I will tell the background of it. Just you, before 2017, there is a term called CPT. Up to 2016, there is a term called CPT, Common Proficiency Test. Okay, in 2017 onwards, it named as CA Foundation. Then 2023, the same name, CA Foundation will continue. Okay, in 2016 syllabus in Common Proficiency Test, like called CPT, they are having a chapter sampling. Okay, what institute has done in 2017 introduction time syllabus, they have removed this sampling and they will say it as only statistical representation of data you only need to study. But what institute has done, being the understand the importance of the sampling, because sampling will help you in the auditing chapter, helps in auditing. So what they have done, they consider the need of the requirement. So what they have done on 2023 under the new syllabus, they have included the sampling chapter. So we are having some background. It's not completely new for the CA Foundation curriculum. Okay. So unit number 2, sampling, we are going to learn, which is the only one thing they have included. Remaining everything is same as per old syllabus. There is nothing change in it. Okay. Then coming back, we are seeing on chapter number 14. Again, this chapter number 14, we are having 2 units. Chapter number unit 1 and unit 2. Unit 1, we will call this as measures of central tendency. Okay. These measures of central tendency, you are going to learn about mean, median, mode. Okay. Mean, median, mode. I think fully focusing on mean part, arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, and all you will learn. And then in dispersion, you will learn about mean, range, quartile deviation, standard deviation, and all you will learn it here. Dispersion. Believe me, these 2 chapters will give you minimum 15 marks in your examination. We will only focusing on tricks. Unit 1 and Unit 2 is based on completely theory. Few practical sums are there. We are going to focus anyhow. In chapter number 14, Unit 1 and 2 is most important. Out of which we will only focusing on majorly tricks. Tricks oriented we will focus. Okay. The demo videos have already been there in my channel, or you can WhatsApp me, you can get back. And chapter number 15, we are having probability. Okay. This is a basic thing. What you learn it in 11th or what you learn it in 10th standard, that is more than sufficient. Chapter number 16, we are having theoretical distribution. What is a theoretical distribution? It is about binomial, normal, and Poisson distributions. How we are going to distribute the data. That's a very simple chapter, but we are having a tricks and shortcuts. So don't worry about that chapter, chapter number 16. And chapter number 17 is about correlations and regressions. Okay, correlations and regressions. And chapter number 18, we are having index number. It's an interesting part. You will learn about interesting index number, a calculated tricks. This index number will help you in some way in the stock market and all. It will help you to understand the data, to understand the numbers. Index number will helpful for you. These are the total 6 chapters. I will consider everything as an one unit. How I will consider? This is a 1 unit, 2nd unit, 3rd unit, 4th unit, 5th unit, 6th unit, 7th unit, and for me regression is a 8th unit, and index number is my 9th unit. Okay, so as per our classes, it's total of 9 units. Total of 9 units. Okay, this is about statistics. Part C is over. Then coming back to part D, which is everyone's favorite part, scoring area, that is logical reasoning. You should prepare first when we sit and when we open our book for our preparation. Logical reasoning should be a first step for your preparation. But in your examination, you should not do that question with first, because in quantitative business mathematics and statistics, we are having 80 marks. This 20 marks, you should not be able to solve within 20 minutes. It will at least take 25 minutes to 30 minutes. So what I will tell to my students, prepare it with first. Logical reasoning should be a first priority, it should learn. In your examination, it should be your last priority to attempt. Unless and until you are having a fear in mathematics. Then Logical reasoning, you are having it for 20 marks, having total 4 chapters. How many chapters you are having? 4 chapters we are having. Again, I will consider this 4 chapters as 4 units only. There is no bifurcation. Okay. As per me, under the logical reasoning part, it is a first chapter. But as per the institute study material, it is chapter number 9. What is the chapter number 9? It's about number series. It's a very basic thing and very interesting. Number series, coding and decoding. Okay. And odd man out. Okay. Then chapter number 10. This chapter number 10 is direction test. How north, west, south, east, west direction you will focusing on. Then how I am going to place a seating. Seating arrangement will be an interesting part to discuss. When it is a circle, how I am going to arrange a person. When it is a square shape seating, how I am going to arrange a person. When it is a pentagon shape or a hexagon shape, how I am going to arrange the persons. That's a very interesting. And chapter number 12, we are having blood relation. We could not say every chapter will come from minimum 5 marks. The institute, they say, in put together, this 4 units, I will ask for 20 marks. None of the institute has said, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has not said that number series I will ask for 5 marks, direction test I will ask for 5 marks. No, it is not the case. Number series they can ask for 10 marks also. Direction they can go for 3 marks, seating for 4 marks, and blood relation for 3 marks. Or even blood relation they can ask 7 questions or 8 questions. So it's up to you. You should give equal priorities to chapter number 9, 10, 11, and 12 also. Okay. So all the 4 chapters within 8 to 10 hours, you can easily complete this with the classroom session, and the homework section maybe took another 4 hours or 5 hours. You can solve it on your own. And along with the test, you will write 2 to 3 tests along with this. So maximum within 10 to 15 hours is more than sufficient. Minimum 10 hours is more than sufficient to crack this paper. Okay. Then coming to our last final part, we are coming from the backward. Okay. So it's our last part. This is part A. Just hold on. We will go to the intro part and we will write. This comprises how many? 9 units. Then this 4 chapters we are having. 4 chapters into 4 units. Then coming to part A. This part A, we will name this as business mathematics. So total we are having for 40 marks. This 40 marks, we will be bifurcated into 8 chapters. How many chapters you are having? So total you are having 8 chapters. Out of which, as per my classes, it is chapter number 1. As per the institute, it is also chapter number 1. Okay. This chapter number 1, we will be called this as ratio, proportion, indices, and logarithms, which is a very basic, what you are learning in 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's what it is in the portion. And chapter number 2, it's about equation, very interesting areas to focus. We will not form many equations part, but we will complete this chapter only by way of tricks. Okay. Then chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 is linear inequalities. It's a very small chapter. It is within 1 hour we can easily able to crack this chapter. Then chapter number 4. It's mathematics of finance. What is this mathematics of finance? I'm very new to this. Just hold on. This mathematics of finance is nothing but very simple. In a previous, it is named as time value of money. Now they have changed the name and they say it is a mathematics of finance. In this mathematics of finance, you will be able to focusing on simple interest, compound interest, annuity, that is present value and future value, along with net present value, net future value, sinking fund method, and all you will learn it together. So they just changed the name from time value of money to mathematics of finance. Very simple chapter, and your focus should be more on chapter number 4, chapter number 2. Okay, because it is having a huge weightage, because of mathematics of finance, which steps a weight for your CA Inter financial management paper. And in some areas in accounting also, you will get to know about mathematics of finance. Majorly, it is the parts of financial management in your CA Inter. It will come for 1 or 2 steps for working notes calculation. So your focus should be on chapter number 4. And then chapter number 5, we will having only a basic concepts of permutation and combination. What is a permutation? What is a combination? Even if you are a science background students, we will take care. That's not an issue. Pure science group I'm saying about them. Okay. So this permutation and combination we will learn. Okay. Next, coming back, we will be having our chapter number 6. This chapter number 6 is everyone's favorite. This sequences and series. Believe me, in this also we are only going to follow 80 to 90% in our classes. We will only follow tricks and shortcuts. Okay. So it is arithmetic, sequences and series. It is about only arithmetic and geometric progression. Okay. And your chapter number 7. It's about a basic thing which you'll learn it in your 10th standard, that is sets, relations, and functions. And they have include something known as basic limits and continuity function. Okay, this is a new thing you are going to learn. Then, chapter number 8, we are coming to the last chapter. So, the chapter number 8 is about only a basic applications of differential and integral calculus. Differential calculus and integral calculus only in business and economics we are going to learn. Okay, we are not going to learn the hard concepts with trigonometry and all. We'll just learn about what is differential calculus, what is integral calculus, how I am going to apply it in business economics. Okay, in this, institute has bifurcated this into 2 units, unit 1 and unit 2. As you all know, as the name suggests, it is differential calculus and integral calculus. Unit number 1 is based on differential calculus. Unit number 2 is based on integral calculus. Some of the students will feel difficult. Some of them will feel this chapter will be a cakewalk for them. So you are having 8 chapters. For our classes, we are going to treat this ratios and proportion should be 1 unit. Indices and log should be 1 unit. So it is having 2 units. 3rd unit, 4th unit, 5th unit, 6th unit. Combination will be my 7th unit. Sequence and series should be my 9th unit. Sets relation should be my 10th unit. And differential should be my 11th and 12th. So total, we are having 11 units put together in our classes. Okay, so total 11 units we are having. So come back here and we will write, we are having 8 chapters in our syllabus, but in our classes, we are going to learn it under 11 units. Okay, this 11 units, if you say put together, how many chapters? Put together total 18 chapters. This 18 chapters in our classes, we will say it as total 24 units. Once you completed with this 24 units, your entire chapter on paper number 3 will get over. Okay, so this is about paper number 3 introduction. Along with this, we will say how to strategy to clear, or how strategy to, will put in this way, to score 60 plus. Let's say just 60 plus. Okay. First priority. Always I say follow classroom lecture. Then take running notes. Third one, prepare one notebook of formulas, sets, and tricks and shortcuts. After the class is over, let's say if statistics is over, this 40 marks is completed, you should sit and you should take a small notebook, like the ruled notebook you should use, and you can prepare the notes, what you all learned. What is a notes? What is this notebook? This third point is very, very crucial. This will helps you to score 60 plus marks. Assure me, believe me, this notebook will help you to score 60 marks. That will also help you to prepare one day before your examination. For each and examination, you are having 1 day gap only to appear in the next examination. Let's say first examination will be accounting, day after tomorrow will be law, another day after tomorrow will be mathematics, the last day after tomorrow you are having your business economics. So it is about an entire discussion about only on preparation of how you are going to prepare the formulas and what are the tricks. Along with the shortcuts, you are going to say what are the important sums or the tricky sums which I should know 1 day before the examination. That you should mark and give the reference here. ICA மெட்டீரியல் எடுக்கிறீங்க, அதுல சம் சால்வ் பண்ண போறீங்க, கிளாஸ் ரூம்ஸ்ல பாதி சம் சால்வ் பண்ற போறோம், மீதி இருக்கிறத டிஸ்கஷன்ல உங்களுக்கு கொடுப்போம். அந்த சம்ஸை நீங்க சால்வ் பண்றீங்க. அதுல எது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், if you are considered which is a difficult for you, which is a confusing for you, just mark it there with some highlighters or use some sticky notes and give the reference in your notebooks. Just say it is page number 10.51, or let's say it is 14th chapter, second unit, page number 10 point or 14.61, and then coming back, what is the question number? Just give it as a reference. Okay, then fourth one. Okay, if I say classroom lectures, we will only follow ICA study material. For logical reasoning, we will follow our material. For statistics and mathematics, we will solely and follow your institute study material. For some chapters, I will go with some of the extra problems also. This fourth one is about the entire discussion about, there is a concept called MTP. What is this MTP, sir? It is not model test paper, it is mock test papers. Till today, we are having nearly 20 to 22 mock test papers, only and exclusively for the paper number 3. Maybe some chapters may be outdated, like syllogism is an old syllabus that அந்த பேப்பர்ஸ்லயுமே உங்களுக்கு என்ன இருக்கும், அந்த 22லயுமே அந்த இதெல்லாம் இருக்கும். அந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ்லாம் ஒமிட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா you will able to get, if I say 20 question papers or 22, let's say 22 question papers, I will omit 200 questions. Let's put together, you will get 2000 questions only for your mathematics. Suppose, let's say after the portions is over, we will be able to complete within 40 days, maximum 40 days. From scratch, if you are going to do 40 days is more than enough to clear this paper. Okay, This 2000 questions, if you solve on daily basis, let's say first day, you will take statistics. Just complete all the 20 questions. Okay, it will nearly how much? 800 questions is got over. Then logical reasoning, you will get nearly, let's say you will get nearly around 400 questions. For mathematics, again, you will get 800 questions. So total 2000 questions. If you solve and if you spend this time, believe me, because it's already been tested in the previous batches, you will easily score 60. Easily score 60. Keep on practicing in these papers, then only you need to remember the formulas, then only you will be able to apply the tricks, then only you will be able to apply the calculated tricks, and then you will be able to apply the shortcuts. At last, it is about test. To test your knowledge, we are only having the test. You should not, I am not saying you should always write test. To test your knowledge, let's say it is for 100 marks or 50 marks, or for some chapters, it will be chapter wise and all. If I say test, it is, you are not focusing much on test, but somehow we need to do a test also. To test your knowledge, how, whether I am preparing, whether my preparation is going in correct path or not. To test that, we are having the test. It is completely MCQ based. Okay. Now, this is the 5 steps which you are going to follow. This is the 5 success mantras to score 60 plus. And then coming back, everyone's area is marking. Okay, how the institute will get mark. The minimum passing mark is what? 40 plus. Minimum you need to get 40. Okay, so let's say you are having 1 to 100 questions. Institute என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா 100 questions நீங்க ரைட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லல. பாஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி எழுதிக்கோங்க. Okay, then in this case, suppose let's say you will write 50 questions. Exactly 50 questions தான் உங்களால அந்த 2 hours அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண முடியுது அப்படின்னா on those 2 hours, okay, on those 2 hours, you will only able to score 50. In the 50 questions, I will bifurcate this. 40 questions is correct. Exactly 40 questions is correct. 10 questions is wrong. If I score 40 questions, 40 marks they will provide. 40 marks is correct answer. So correct, they will provide 40. For this, 1 question carries 1 mark. For this 10 questions, for each wrong answer, this is a wrong answer. For each wrong answer, they will deduct 0.25 marks. Then it is 0.25 into 10. It means it is nearly about 2.5 marks. From this 40, they will remove 2.5. Then you will end up in what? 37.5 marks. 37.5 marks. In this, even if you score, even if you attend 50, this is attend 50, correct is 40, wrong is 10, then your mark should be 37.5 only. It is not 40. So it is having a negative marking. Okay. So what you should do? There is some students, they will write exactly 50 questions correct. To them, if you write 200% guarantee that 50 questions is correct, just stop with it. Each and every answer should be done with a care, with 200%. I am not saying it is 100%. Double assurance you should do. Okay, this is about the marking criteria. Believe me and trust me, you can able to easily attend 80 questions or 90 questions. In your examination, 80 to 85 questions is easily possible. Which is a more brilliant student, they can able to solve 95 to 100 questions also. Okay, how you are going to approach the paper number 3, that's another is the entire discussion. Just we will say what is the strategy we will follow. In upcoming classes, we will, an upcoming discussion we will getting into. So this is about the marking criteria. I hope you have understood this. Okay. With this and discussion about paper number 3 is over. Anyhow, you are going to get this PDF. Okay. So make sure you know your syllabus first. Once you know your syllabus first, then you can easily score very good marks in your examination. Okay, how you are going to approach the paper, everything. Always use rule notebooks, pencils, calculators. Always use this kind of calculators. In this calculators, we will follow more and more tricks. In this calculator, we will follow more and more tricks also. Okay, so your focus should be on the important chapters which I discussed to get very good marks. Okay. In our next class of discussion, we will be focusing on paper number 4. Okay. In this, we will stop with this paper number 3. I'm just going to give the entire introduction about all the CA Foundation papers. I'm going to handle only an accounts paper and a mathematics paper in the CA Foundation level. Maybe in future, maybe I can take some other papers also, but as of now, there is no idea about taking other 2 papers. I'm major focusing on accounts paper and mathematics paper. Thank you. Have a great day.